So you're David Vicarosi?
He may be back in town, but he ain't from this planet.
David, we have heard about your remarkable transformation and the claim that you underwent.
I make no claim. I simply am. Namaste.
What does that mean exactly?
It means load of bull. David, what's going on here now? What's this really about?
Namaste, in fact, means I bow to you. It's from the Sanskrit.
Well, David, you certainly do talk the talk, and in this outfit, you kind of walk the walk, but then again, anybody can buy a costume.
You know, you're not the new David Vickers or David Vicarosi or whatever you're calling yourselves. You're just the same old, same old.
I cannot blame people for perceiving me as the man I was, rather than the man that I am now. But I am not here to convince you of that. I sought you out for another purpose, Clint.
You sought out Clint?
I would like to discuss the Buchanan family fortune.
Am I not surprised? I knew it was about the money.
Please, Clint, I merely ask that you listen to what I have to say. We are, after all, brothers, are we not?
What do you mean by we're brothers?
All men are brothers. It is only thought that separates us, what we think, what we become.
Okay, let's just cut to the chase here. You said you wanted to talk about the Buchanan fortune?
Ah, yes. Namaste, Nora.
Namaste.
I left this town with nothing but a mantra. There's a sucker born every minute. But a near-death experience helped me realize I did not want to leave this life, being remembered as a money-hungry swindler who tried to con your family out of $10 million.
Twice.
I hope you don't think the third time's a charm.
I'm only grateful I was not successful the first 2 times. Otherwise, I may never have seen the light.
What light is that exactly?
The light that revealed I was a man who coveted what others owned. That is who I was.
Was?
I am no longer interested in money, or any other material possession for that matter. I ask only one thing of you, Clint.
Ah, hold on, here it comes.
I must apologize for my misdeeds, and ask you for your forgiveness.
You want my forgiveness? That's all?
I have learned from my master that words have the power to heal, and I believe that the words, "I forgive you," will bring peace to both you and myself. Oh, would you excuse me for a moment? May I help you, old woman?
Is he for real?
Well, if it's a scam, I can't for the life of me figure out how David's going to gain from it.
Well, I don't know his angle either, but he's not asking for any money.
Well, do you think he'd be so devout if he knew he was worth a fortune?
Thank God he doesn't know. Everybody who does know is certainly not going to tell him. I don't need any help.
Yes, you do. You're old.
No.
If we can just get David out of town and keep Ace's lawyer from finding him, we can buy ourselves some time, meet Ace's challenge, and get the company back.
Okay, I don't know much about estate law. It's not my forte, but why don't you just contest the will?
Because eventually the public would find out that it was us, and so would David.
But he said he didn't want any money.
This is Vickers that we're talking about.
Ah, Vicarosi. He's renounced wealth, remember?
I think he only said that because he doesn't know that he has any money. If he were a Buchanan, believe me, that robe, it would be in the garbage, and that little old lady would be picking herself up off the ground.
Leave me alone.
Whenever I look at him, I can't believe that I'm looking in the face of my brother. I mean, I know it is. I know he is. I've accepted that, but I'm not feeling it.
Well, you've hated him for so long, and blood's not going to change that overnight.
Well, maybe not ever. I mean, of all the people in the world, why did it have to be David Vickers? I know he's maybe a member of the family, but if he makes a claim for the fortune, it could be the end of the family.
Namaste, namaste.
Namaste.
I did not wish to be rude, but I, who have the gift of health, have a duty to take care of those who are older and weaker than myself. Clint, can I get you a chair or perhaps something soft to sit on?
Okay.
Namaste.
I believe we were speaking of forgiveness, and I must say it would give me great solace if I could return to Tibet with that comfort.
Did you say Tibet? Tibet is nice this time of year.
Tibet is lovely this time of year. Very lovely.
David, this change in you it's remarkable. It is deeply inspiring. And if you truly regret using my daughter's illness to extort money from my family, using a tragedy for your own personal gain, well, how can I refuse you?
Then you forgive me.
Yes, David. Absolutely.
You know, you were right, David. Money was corrupting you. You're a much better person now.
Nora, that warms me inside. I only hope one day that I can warm you inside. Namaste.
Namaste.
Good.
So, now that you've gotten what you came here for, I imagine that you would be leaving Landview and go back on your spiritual path to...
In Tibet.
Yeah. So when will you be leaving?
I do look forward to continuing my studies in Tibet, but my work here is far from over.
You're not going to Tibet?
I'll be staying at the Krishna Rama Center here in Landview until I have completed all that I am charged to do.
Which is?
As I told Vicky, my mission is to make amends to all those I have wronged in my life.
How long is that going to take?
I have committed many sins. It could take some time.
Or not. I mean, look how quickly I forgave you, and Vicky, too.
And Addie, bless her soul.
And Addie, bless her soul. See, you could have this wrapped up in a day and a half.
I have many people that I must see. My next stop is Dorian. Namaste.
Namaste. Well, if David is waiting for forgiveness from Dorian, he could be here forever.
Have you...
Only what we cling to.
David Vickers is back in Landview.
And get a load of this, he claims to be some sort of Buddhist monk in training.
Complete dressed in the full regalia. What there is of it.
Good heavens, what is he up to?
Well, you never know with Vickers, but don't forget there was one point in time when he had Vicky and everybody else convinced that he was Vicky's brother.
Well, and he also convinced poor Addie Kramer to marry him.
Yeah, well, whatever the case, it looks like he's going to be sticking around for a while.
We cannot let him know that he is Ace's son.
Or about the new codicil to the will where he gets everything.
I'm trying to rack my brain coming up with an idea, and it just keeps coming up empty.
Well, I have an idea that may work.
I know now it is